Hey folks, Mythic ODM here. Today I want to talk to you about Paizo's Pathfinder Happy Birthday Remaster Humble Bundle. So on Wednesday, they launched a charity Humble Bundle, which they do very often, but this one is really good and really impressive. So I really kind of want to let people know about it. If you're thinking about jumping over to Pathfinder, or you haven't yet, but you think there's a big cost, a barrier to entry because of the price of books, this is your perfect opportunity to get into this with Paizo. So first of all, it's supporting comic books for kids, which is great. And it's only been out for 3 days. Today is Saturday the 16th. And it has already raised 16,500 Canadian, which is fantastic. First of all, this is all PDFs. This is no physical products. So you're going to get redemption codes that you go over to Paizo's site, and then you will redeem these codes to get all your PDFs. The nice thing is you can also gift these codes over to friends or to your game master or people that are thinking about using it so they can redeem it. Now, remember, you can only use it to redeem once. So if you're redeeming one beginner box, you cannot give it to multiple people. Only one person can redeem the code at a time. The second cool thing about this is if you are in Demiplane Nexus or Fantasy Grounds, these PDFs also unlock discounts of the programs on Fantasy Grounds. So for instance, the 8-item bundle is a whopping $6.95 Canadian, so about probably $5 US, and it gives you the Pathfinder beginner box. Again, it's just the PDFs, it's not the physical product. A core GM screen for Remastered, character sheet packs, the Remastered Iconics characters, 2 Adventure Path player guides, which are free on their site anyway, but these are relevant because in the higher tiers, you actually unlock these 2 adventure paths. You get a Pathfinder quest, which is basically a 2 to 3 hour one shot to get you kind of into the game, learning the mechanics, really fun little mods. And you also get the Pathfinder Lodge flip mat. Now, flip mat, what that means for those who have not ever seen these is Paizo produces these really good maps. They are double-sided, hence the term flip mat. And you can, if you have the physical product, you can use wet erase, dry erase markers on them. Of course, put your miniatures on them. For the digital ones, you can use a TV monitor if you're using something like that, or something built into your table TV monitor like I have, and you can just show it up on your monitor. You can use a PDF reader or a photo, like a photo viewer, stuff like that, and you can actually scale it properly. I've done it before many times, so we can have physical miniatures on the table using a map that is high quality from Paizo, which is really nice. When you get into the 37 bundle item, it is $20.86 Canadian, which is, I'm probably going to guess, about $17.50. You get the Player Core Remastered. You get the Quest for the Frozen Flame Adventure Path, all 3 modules. You also receive the Lost Omens World Guide, the Lost Omen Character Guide, the Lost Omens Ancestry Guide, 2 more quests, and then you get 8 Pathfinder Society adventures from their Shattered Sanctuaries scenario. Those are all they're all one-shots. They kind of all tie in together thematically, but you don't have to play them back to back because some of them are for levels 1 to 4, some for levels 3 to 6, etc. So they are kind of tossed all over the place. So yeah, they're all one-shots, which is really nice. Then they also include 12 classic flip mats. So there's stuff like the dungeon multi-pack, the museum, the city sites, haunted houses, all that stuff. Lots and lots of extra stuff that you can either print out yourself, or again, use it on a TV monitor, or you can get discounts for these because all the flip mats, I believe all of them, are on Fantasy Grounds as well. So you can buy them and then you can have them as assets in your Fantasy Grounds to use as maps when you need it, when you don't want to keep using the same boring ones that come in standard adventures and stuff. So really a fun little thing for only like 21 Canadian. Now, if you jump up to the entire 72 item bundle, this is where it gets crazy. It is 41.72 Canadian, which I believe is about 35 US. They say the value is about 1,250 Canadian. So you're looking at about 900 US roughly, which is really good. And this comes with the GM core, the Bestiary 1, 2, and 3, which aren't remastered. It's not the monster core, but the creatures work the same in both systems with very minor adjustments. It's mostly the alignment where things were like weak to good or weak to evil or had resistances to that. You just have to change those into the new void or vitality damage, holy and unholy, those sort of things. But it's extremely minor. I had to do it for my Kingmaker. Again, this is not a deal breaker at all. It comes with the Stolen Fate adventure path as well, which again is a 3-arc adventure. Most of the time when you see a 3-arc, like 3-book, it is usually levels 1 to 10 or levels 11 to 20. So it's just meant to be a smaller chunk, but it's still a lot of time. It'll usually take a group that plays 4 hours every other week, probably a year to complete this adventure path. So it's a lot of stuff. They also have the Lost Omens Monsters of Myth, which would be great to tie into the new War of Immortals book that just came out with mythic quest lines. If you're looking for mythic monsters, this is where you'd get some. Again, very minor changes you're going to need for a few of them to make them run through Remastered, but not a problem. You have the Pathfinder Society Field Guide. You have the Harrow deck, which is basically like a tarot deck. And then you have another 11 Pathfinder Society adventures. I believe this is the entire year, 19 adventures of this, which is amazing. Again, this is so much gameplay. You'll have like literally years of playing to get through all of this stuff. You have another 14 flip mats. Now, some of these are little chunks of flip mats. I don't know how to explain it. They're like little asset pieces that you would put on top. Again, good for printing. You can do them if you have, a monitor and you have ways of layering photos and stuff. You can do that sort of thing. And also, again, a lot of these you can get as a discount on Fantasy Grounds. So you can actually have all these maps ready to go as assets if you need to throw up a quick cavern, forest, a quick dungeon run or something. All that stuff's in there. So it is a really, really impressive little pack for $41.72. I will be purchasing it, even though I own several of these pieces. Again, I can gift certain things. GM cores I can gift to one of my friends who's running Pathfinder. The bestiaries and stuff I can gift to other people, etc., etc. But this is a really good little deal for those who are thinking about getting into Pathfinder. But, the cost is there. Always switching systems always comes with a cost, no matter what. Every Pathfinder book, the player core, I believe, is 70 Canadian. The GM core is about the same. The monster core about the same. So it's a lot of cost, and a lot of people are hesitant to try it because of this. This really kills that argument because this is incredibly cheap for the value. Like $41.72 Canadian doesn't even buy you the player core rulebook. And here you're getting the player core, the GM core, the game master screen, all that stuff, plus a ton of adventures and a ton of supplements that you need to run the game, which is absolutely amazing. I think would have been a creme de creme if they would have tossed like a pawn collection in here. Would have been insane. But otherwise, this is a great deal. So if you're thinking about jumping into Pathfinder and you're a little hesitant about it, give this a whirl, get all your PDFs, take a look at it, and start playing. Other than that, that's it for me today, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, may all your games be full of myth, mirth, and magic. Bye for now.